Now let's assume that we've attracted somebody's attention.
All right.
We've made them interested. Okay? There's another kind of gate or process they have to go through in order for your marketing to be effective.
Okay.
And that is, let's do a hypothetical. Let's say somebody says, "Oh yeah, that's really interesting." Let's say, imagine like a trade show, and somebody comes up to your booth and they go, they're nodding their head like, "Yeah, that's really interesting," and they spend like 10 minutes with you.
Right.
And they go, "Nice to meet you," and they leave.
Right.
What
totally disappointing.
Now, what does that do for you?
Unless you get them a business card or something like a possible sale sometime in the future, not much.
Yeah, not much. Okay, so marketing is about attracting attention. It's about making people interested. But, as we've said a couple times during the marketing section, attention alone is not enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you want to do with your marketing is, yes, you want to grab their attention. Yes, you want to make them interested. But you also have to give a suggestion or an offer or an action to do based on that interest. And this is the concept called call to action.
Like, please buy this?
Yes. So a call to action may be, please buy this product.
Okay.
Call to action may be, call this 1-800 number and request your free sample.
Oh, right.
Call to action may be, enter your email address and get our free newsletter.
Okay, so it can still be free.
Yes.
Can still be easy.
Can still be free, can still be easy.
Okay, cool.
But a call to action is a direct, specific prompt for the person whose attention you've grabbed to do one very clear, very easy, very specific thing.
Okay.
Okay? And that can be, ordering a product, calling a 1-800 number, entering their email address, putting your business card in the fishbowl.
Yeah, it seems like this would be a really good place to intersect with permission.
Yes. So asking for permission is a call to action.
Got it.
Okay, but the call to action, if you think about your total message, the call to action part is the part where you literally tell someone in blindingly obvious detail exactly what they should do. Okay, and the thing is, and this kind of goes back to the hook that if something is overly complex, people either will skip it or they'll forget. And so, even with, some things, like, people don't always follow directions. And the more complicated something is, the more of a chance that they won't follow directions. And so, you want your call to action to be very simple, very clear, very specific, one thing, or else people won't do it.
This makes me think Josh was looking at this thing the other day online that was comparing the effectiveness of different buttons, like click here buttons. And I could hardly believe it. The one that is actually the most effective to me looks super duper duper annoying. But apparently it works way better than all these other ones. It's like in a blue box and it's yellow and there's like red light writing up here. And apparently there is a major difference on the screen between people clicking this button and clicking this button. So it's kind of important to know.
Actually, go back to the sales page of the Business Crash Course.
You have it on this one.
I have it on this one. Go all the way down. Yeah, go all the way down. I think it's personalmba.com/business-crash-course / or go to the homepage and you'll see an advertisement to go to the page. Scroll all the way down. Okay, the order buttons you'll see are really big. They're bright orange. They say order here or order now, I think. They have the price above, they have credit card things below, and there's a bright red dashed border.
And this is apparently like tons of testing.
Yes.
For this click box.
And the thing is, if you look at it and you're a smart person, it seems like overkill. I'm like, I'm putting this, and I'm reading these tests. People test all sorts of different order buttons to see what gets the best conversion. And it seems like it's like people should know or be able to realize what to do next. But just because you know doesn't mean somebody who's never seen this thing before knows. And so, yes, we could put a little blue button with some smaller text that says, order now. But some people, that is not clear and specific enough.
For everybody, I guess.
For some people to even realize that
It's an
this is
option.
what you do with this button. So the general rule of thumb for a call to action is if it appears to be too simple, too obvious, too blatant, too like if there's no way that anyone cannot know exactly what to do next and where to do it and how, then your call to action isn't clear and specific enough.
And hopefully it's not super annoying.
Yeah, and it feels like overkill, but it's actually very helpful to your customers.
I could see that.
Because you're making it easy for them to know what to do next.
Okay.
And the more they have to think, the more effort they have to put into understanding this complicated thing you've put in front of them.
Right.
The more they'll probably decide, well, this is not worth it.
Right, I could see that.
Okay. So it feels sometimes like you're treating people like children, like do this next.
But I guess they haven't been staring at it for hours like you have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So make your call to action as clear and simple and obvious as you possibly can, and always have one.
Okay.
Because if you don't, if there's no next step that your customers can take, they'll stop. And it'll be the equivalent of somebody spending 10 minutes at your trade booth and then just walking away without doing anything next or having any next action to take. It doesn't help you. And so the best call to actions fall into camps.
Okay.
Number one is asking for the sale, direct selling. So you're moving from the marketing process, you've captured their attention, and you are directing them directly into the sales process. Okay. The next one, or number two, is to ask for permission. Okay. And if as a general rule, if you do one of those two things, you either ask for the sale or you ask for the permission, you'll be okay.
Good.
All right. And that is call to action.